Lust is defined as an intense sexual desire or strong craving for sexual pleasure. And the very embodiment of lust is is yeah, it's just Tiger Woods. Right before you say anything, just hear me out, guys. You see, Tiger Woods is certainly among the greats when it comes to golf, even regarded as the greatest of all time by money, and that goes for me too. But his life behind the sports was quite the opposite, as he lost his wife and $200 million. You see, Tiger was born in 1975 and he was destined for greatness. His father, Earl, a retired US Army officer, introduced him to golf at a very young age. By 1996, Tiger turned professional and he clinched his 12 GPA Tour victories. He was just speedrunning greatness. By the early 2000s, Tiger wasn't just a golfer, he was a global icon, with multiple major championships under his belt and sponsorship deals worth millions of dollars. And his image was like the perfect man, with a perfect legacy, an example for millions. But beneath the surface, a different story was unfolding. On November 27, 2009, a seemingly minor car accident outside his Florida house unveiled decades of secrets. The National Enquirer published allegations of an affair with Rahel Uchtel, who worked as a nightclub hostess. And the worst thing is that we're just getting started. And what followed was a cascade of revelations, with over a dozen women coming forward, each claiming a relationship with Tiger's. In the aftermath, he broke up with his wife, Ellen Nordegren. The media criticized and switched up on him, and he lost an estimated $200 million due to divorce settlement. But there are some good things. He made a remarkable comeback in 2019. At the age of 43. At that very same year, he won his fifth Masters title. I mean, we gotta put some respect on his name cause he made it alive from that drama. Speaking of drama, who's the first person that comes to your mind? Yeah, you thinking what I'm thinking, guys? It's Nicki Minaj. Gluttony is defined as overindulgence or excessive consumption to the point it's considered a waste. And in the case of celebrities, we define it as overindulgence to attention or drama. And the perfect embodiment we chose for gluttony is Nicki Minaj. Yes, you heard it right, it's Nicki Minaj, aka NJ. Nicki is mostly known for her controversial feuds with celebrities and other drama, rather than her rap performances. Like name one Nicki Minaj bar. See, I told you. It all started with Roman revenge. What seemed to be a diss track for money turned out to be Nicki's way of introducing her alter ego, Roman Zelensky, an angry, ferocious persona created when she needs to go extra vicious and unpredictable. It might sound dramatic, but that's the fact, guys. And she played it smart. Rather than attacking from Nicki the performer, she attacks from Roman the monster. That separation lets her be louder, more cruel, and more performative than she otherwise might. On paper, it looks smart because it won't hurt Nicki Minaj's image. She used Roman's revenge mostly to attack Lil Kim. In a culture where you were supposed to pay respect to the stars that came before you and paved the way, Nicki was accused of taking her rap style by Kim. And Kim didn't stay silent. She clapped back with Black Friday. This was Kim's full diss track, a play on Nicki's Pink Friday album title. And Kim was nowhere to stopping as she dissed her in her music, in her interviews, in her live performances. And her gluttony for drama seemed to grow more than ever as she fought with Cardi B, SZA, Lato, Travis Scott, Kylie Jenner, Megan Thee Stallion, Remy Ma, Miley Cyrus,
Shit. Here we go again.
Jennifer Lopez, DJ Khaled, Meek Mill, Iggy Azalea, Rick Ross, and other celebrities. Since we can't cover all of them, here is a tier list based on the drama level. Feel free to pause and take a look at it. The Cardi B one included physical violence and here are some actual footage. And Remy went all in, dropping a 7-minute lyrical massacre, exposing Nicki with alleged plastic surgeries, ghostwriting rumors and personal dirt, shaking the entire world. Nicki being Nicki tried to clap back with No Frauds, featuring Drake and Wayne, and Nicki lost this one completely damaged. But at the end of the day, we all know how she took this video. Now let's move to the Miley Cyrus one. I know you guys are tired, sick of Nicki's drama, so let's finish this real quick. So Nicki versus Miley Cyrus. It's not a full-on feud, but rather an instant viral moment. It's basically this meme, and that shit was cringe as fuck. Subscribe, guys, subscribe. This is the statistics from the previous video. Come on, guys, come on, subscribe. Greed is defined as an excessive desire for material possession and wealth at the cost of one's personality. And as for the embodiment, it's none other than Kris Jenner. Kris embodies greed due to her excessive desire for wealth and power at the cost of her children's. Kim Kardashian's 2007 alleged sex tape didn't just explode, it detonated the whole business. And from day one, rumors named one person as the architect, Kris Jenner. Here is a little bit of context. Private footage was filmed in the early 2000s. In 2007, a tape of Kim Kardashian and Ray J surfaced publicly through Vivid Entertainment. Kim sued distributors, which was later settled, and her rising into mainstream fame accelerated right after, using all the attention she got as a momentum. If anyone wears the title Greedy in the Kardashian kingdom, it's definitely Kris Jenner. As ABC News observed, Kris has used those family TV shows to brand, promote, and commoditize her children, effectively treating them as business assets. She even quipped that her life is Kardashian Incorporated, as she claimed, "I eat Kardashian, I breathe Kardashian, and I sleep Kardashian," openly admitting her world revolves around cashing in on the family brand. One of Kris's most infamous moments was her reaction to Kim's 2013 post-tantrum photo shoot. A source revealed Kris was furious that Kim did the Paper magazine shoot for free, saying Kim should have been paid, period. This got Piers Morgan's attention. He blasted Kris as greedy, narcissistic, and repulsive for chasing whales greedily. Kris is nowhere to stopping. Tabloids even reported Kris demanding control over the newborns. An insider claimed Kris demanded Rob and Black choose a name for the unborn children. She even demanded control over the unborn ones. This is the type of greed the Bible warns us about. The reason she did this is to buy out everything related to the chosen name under the Kardashians trademark. Meaning, in the eyes of greedy Kris, even the unborns must generate profit. Kris's priority is not the life of her children, but rather it's all about dealerships, trademark, and cash flow. And all of this at the expense of a genuine motherly concern. You won't even be able to name a single celebrity that's more greedy than Kris Jenner. As for the moral of the story, don't you ever be this greedy. Sloth is defined as reluctance to work or make an effort, or in other words, laziness. And in the case of celebrities, it's defined as inability to deliver their artwork to their fans at the time of their promise. And you know the worst kind of promise is the one you wait a lifetime for. And I want you to meet the album that aged like milk. Detox. Dr. Dre is a legend, the architect of the West Coast rap. The man behind the Chronic in 2001, released in November 16, 1999. But for nearly 2 decades he also became known for something else. Promising the biggest album ever, and never fulfilling that promise. After 2001, whispers of a follow-up began. By the early 2000s, Dre was publicly talking about the magnum opus called Detox, including collabs with big names like Eminem, Snoop, 50 Cent, and Jay-Z. And the internet treated Detox like a mythical beast. Years and years passed, but Detox was nowhere to be seen. Detox turned it into an industry meme, with everyone spamming, "Is Detox out? When is Detox gonna get out?" Ta-da! And finally, in 2015, Dre flipped the script. Rather than dropping Detox, he unveiled Compton, a soundtrack by Dr. Dre on August 7, 2015, and admitted to what everyone feared. And yes, you've guessed it right. Detox was dead. And the excuse he came up with was, "I didn't like it. It wasn't good." The fallout was weirdly mixed. On one hand, Dr. Dre's perfectionism saved him from releasing something that he didn't like. On the other hand, Detox turned it into an industry ghost album. It's a running joke and a good reminder that even legends can't cripple a legacy by not finishing what they start. He came back with content and redeemed some of the hit, but the Detox shadow never fully left his name.